Yeah, but now they do more and more of these match of like you have Jake Paul versus Ben Askren.
Yeah, here it is. Arm triangle. Yeah, that was what it was.
I asked Freddie Roach because like I train with Freddie Roach. I say you train because they make it look like they train Ben Askren like the whole camp. He said he came only for a week.
Well, I know he's training with Duke Rufus. You know,
Yeah.
and Duke is obviously a very good striking coach. And look, Ben is a world-class wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, in his prime, he was one of the best wrestlers that America had to offer. He's an elite wrestler.
Yeah.
He's also older, and he's got a lot of mixed martial arts experience, but none of that was as a striker. His striking was really just a distraction
But man,
in order to get you down.
You take away his favorite, like you take away all his favorite weapon.
Yes,
this is
true.
This is not like this is like it's not fair, you know.
It's weird though because he's clearly an elite competitor, and you could say, "Oh, Masvidal knocked him out." Let me tell you something. That fucking knee would have knocked out 99% of the human beings that have ever lived. That knee was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, Masvidal's a slick guy. He's a slick, clever guy, and the way he did that by leaning up against the cage and then stepping off to the side so that Askren follows him.
Yeah.
And then he moves forward. Askren couldn't resist.
Yeah.
His natural instinct is to just dive on the single or dive on a double. Just get those legs and try to take him down.
Perfect
And-
bait.
Oh, it was amazing.
Perfect timing.
And you see in his training that he practiced that over and over and over again. You know, they showed the video of Masvidal practicing for that very scenario. But other than that, he's fought a lot of elite strikers and not gotten knocked out. Like if you look at his fights when he fought Douglas Lima or Koreskov, when he fought those guys in Bellator, I mean, he did very well, but he was allowed to wrestle. How was he going to do in an actual boxing match? I mean, just be honest, I've never thought of him as being a good striker.
No.
He's a guy that just kind of uses his hands to get a hold of you.
It's a different muscles too, you know. Like
Yes.
when you're a wrestler, it's all about pulling. You know
Yes.
what I mean, and driving. Boxing is way more dynamic, you know. Like and he's a Olympic wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the reason why he had so much success, I believe, Ben Askren, it's because when he was in his prime, nobody could figure out how they know how technically make it in a way that the odds would be in their favor, but they couldn't do it. You know what I mean? They
Right.
knew that the secret to beat him was to keep it standing up and keep distance, you know.
But they couldn't stop the
They
shot.
couldn't do it. Everybody
couldn't
knew
stop it.
what he
Yeah.
was going to do, but nobody could stop it. And now you take that away from him. It's got to be hard for him. I just hope what I found sad sometimes. I just hope, man, I really do hope that it does not make us look bad. I hope Ben is training hard and you know, at least, you know, like
When
man,
is that? That fight is soon, isn't it? 2 weeks.
Yeah. Roach asked him because if I thought that if one guy can help him the best is Freddie Roach. So I told, hey, where is Ben? You're training Ben, and he says Ben, he came only 1 week. I was disappointed. I said, shoot, I hope he has a right like he's surrounded by real boxers, because the world of boxing and the world of MMA is a different
world.
Yeah, you need
His hands look pretty good there, though. His
Yeah,
hands look pretty good.
Yeah, but everybody is champion on the pad, Joe. You know,
Yes.
everybody. You never know.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's a champion.
The rhythm, you know. So
Yes.
everybody's champion, but that's when you
Yeah.
fight, it's a different story. I just hope
Big
he
difference.
put on the work and he sparred. Otherwise, it's gonna look bad. You know, it's gonna look bad for all the athletes, not only in MMA, in boxing. But Jake Paul is a real boxer, I think.
Yes.
He had legit boxing fight in amateur, right? Him or his brother.
Well, he's only had a couple of fights, but in the way he looked against, what was that guy's name? Nate. What's his name, Jamie? Nate Robinson. The way he looked in that fight.
He knocked him out.
He knocked him out, but he also knocked him out with short punches. He throws short. He's not winding up. He threw a short right hand that he dropped him with. He's got real skill.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his punching is very, very legit. He's got legitimate knockout power, and he's willing to like train hard and spar hard, and like he looks good, man.
What I don't like is the idea that people a lot of people thinks it's maybe because a lot of them it's because of ignorance. They think, oh, he's just a YouTuber against an MMA champion. But the truth is, it's you got a guy that is he's got a real boxing background, and you know
he's a good athlete too.
Yes, and he's fighting another guy who's a MMA fighter, but that's really not
his specialty.
That's really not his specialty, you know. But the reason why he was successful in MMA is because he was so damn good in the other thing.
He's also quite a bit larger. Like, I think Jake is, what did he weigh against Nate Robinson? His brother is like 200 plus pounds, somewhere in the range. And
they've just faced off the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Next to each other.
I saw that. But I mean, he's not just taller, and he's a little bit taller, but he's like a physically bigger person. Like Ben, although, you know, his body never looked impressive, he's very strong as a grappler, but he doesn't get a chance to grapple. This is not a grappling match. This is a boxing match. And I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, though, that he can tie him up in a way that Jake Paul's never been tied up before.
Yeah, but
like if
big gloves and
that's true, but still. A clamp is a clamp. The way that guy gets a hold of you, he'll grab the back of your head, grab all of an arm. He'll muscle him around in a way that he's going to feel very uncomfortable clinching with him.
That's right.
But can he do that and not get knocked out? Can he do that and not get hit?
Can you do that without being fined? I mean, you know, like McGregor. I think there were rules that he was fined if he did to Mayweather. I just hope they don't get hurt, man. I like to see these fights because it's the entertainment that it provides. There is a story behind it, and it's fun to watch because I'm a curious person. I'm gonna watch it, but I just hope they don't get humiliated or badly hurt because it will hurt me to watch it, and then on both sides, you know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
When he fought Nate Robinson, 189. That's not too bad. So we're only dealing with about 20 pounds of difference. It's not too bad. The difference is power. Jake has like real power. He has real knockout power, and he's got real speed. Where again, Ben's body is designed to squeeze you and crush you and throw you around.
It's not dynamic. It's isometric strength, squeezing. And in boxing, there's no room for isometry. It's all about dynamic. Pa, pa. And that's where Ben lacks.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Who knows? I mean, maybe he knows something we don't know. But also, you have to take into consideration the fact that it's an enormous payday. And maybe that's why he's willing to do this. Because he said that the payday he's going to get from this Jake Paul fight would be bigger than any payday he's ever had in his career.
Oh, that's